Welcome back to the Fight Club podcast. This is your host, Bustin, Dustin Wilson, here again in this next chapter of the Fight Club podcast, where it all started with my guy, Daylon Loonsfoot.
OG.
What's
OG
up?
status.
Let's go. We're back again. Some thought it would never
Let's
happen,
go.
but here we are again.
How is Arkansas?
It's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I miss you guys. I miss the gym. That's basically it as far as what I miss in as in regards to like Springfield. People, you know where I lived. People would steal my old radiators and shit out of the yard. It was like, don't leave your don't leave your car doors open or your change gets stolen. It's a
Are you,
little
are
bit
you out
better.
of the ghetto now?
I could leave my front door unlocked at night. I'm not gonna put my address out there because there's some weirdos
Oh wow.
that listen to this show. But yeah, it's nice. It's much
Yeah.
a different experience. I'm still trying to get you down here. Got that spare room? We'll get you down here one of these days.
Nah, bro. I ain't got no business in Arkansas.
We'll
We'll put
see.
a hat on. My hair looks so bad, bro.
I'll get you down here. Yeah, things are good. I miss you guys. I miss the gym. I got to train. I'll come back again in a couple weeks. But yeah, we're back, baby. We're doing a video. I don't know if this is going to end up being a video. I have to start a YouTube channel and all sorts of. So we'll see where this goes. But I appreciate you welcoming me back. Now, what is that? What are you drinking on there?
Water, bro.
That's
It's
water.
not the only thing
Look
I
at
can
that
drink.
jug. Okay. Because we're back in camp, right? Let's get
Under
into it.
Armour.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Nice.
What is it? Like 7 weeks or something.
7 weeks. I'm going to jump right to that.
7 weeks
So,
out.
September 12th, Synergy again, Shrine Mosque again. Jake Lindsay, who's 15 and 11. I haven't done any like tape research on that yet. So, why don't you tell us like what you know about this guy? Hold on, before you get into that. Main event? I saw the
Yeah,
Tapology card.
always.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, I saw the Tapology. It didn't have you at the top. I'm like, what's happening here? Check,
Oh,
check
really?
Tapology when this is over. Yeah, yeah. You talk to your boy, Chris.
Who's at the top, bro? Because he told me main event.
Clem Reaper.
Also, does it already have me versus him on there?
It does have you guys on there. Yep. Matched up. There's probably 5 fights,
No shit.
2 Emmys, 3 pros. Yep.
Oh wow.
Yep. So I don't know when it was
I
updated,
didn't know
but
that.
what do you know about Lindsay? I haven't watched any tape on him yet.
Bro, I'm gonna be
Tape.
honest, I haven't watched any tape either.
Okay.
I know I know he fought for a BKFC world title like 2 years ago, so I kind of just assume he's gonna be like a brawler on the feet. I don't know how his grappling is. I know he has some submission wins from back in the day, but that's also back in the day. And he definitely ain't submitting me. I know that.
I saw now that you mentioned the bare knuckle thing, I did see that he was a bare knuckle guy for the last couple fights. So tough,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, apparently he asked Zach too to for a pair of gloves to train in, so he don't even have no gloves
Oh.
either. He hasn't fought MMA in like 5 years, so we'll see. We'll see what it looks like.
He's committed to that life if he threw away his gloves. It's all bare
Right?
knuckle. We train bare
Dude's been
knuckle.
he's been in the UFC. He's been in the UFC and doesn't own a pair of gloves.
That's an interesting thing. Where's he fight out of? Like what state even? Just appeared.
Dude, I have no idea. Like I I need to watch. Like I'm normally watching, but it's like at this point in my career, dude, I feel so confident, but not in the case like I'm never gonna like battle adversity. But I just know like when adversity comes, like I just know like my mindset and mentality and my skill level is just gonna be able to overcome any type of adversity, and that's where like the confidence comes from. Not in like a cocky way or anything, but yeah, but to go back to it, I need to research some tape. All I've seen is him drop somebody in a bare knuckle fight, and that's about the only thing I watched so far.
I'm going to get to the confidence thing later. That's one of my questions I had for you coming into this. But I guess a question for right now is at what point in the camp does the tape study come in? Because I know you're a tape study guy. Like I talked to you before other fights and you're pretty deep in it, but around this point, a little closer to time, or you
Bro,
more focused on
like
you?
I said, bro, as I'm gaining more experience and getting better overall, I feel like it's just changing. Like normally, like as soon as I get an A, I'm like up at night watching this dude for a few days, and then I'll kind of lay off it for a few weeks, and when it gets a little bit closer to the fight, like a few days out, I'll like just just randomly look at it again. But I mean, this time I'm gonna start probably around 6 weeks out. So this weekend actually. Um, because yeah, I need to, and I need to look at these little things like because the stuff I'm focused on right now is like little things now as I get to a higher level. So it's like the footwork, just like the decisions they make inside of the fight. It's I used to not even like think about that. Like when people would tell me that they do that, I would just be like, man, that's just great. Like that's just in your head. It's just a fight. Like it's just gonna go how it goes. But now it's like as I get to this level, I'm just like every little inch matters. So
You've probably got a lot of tape out there on this guy and a guy like Cody. So do you attribute some of what happened in the Carrillo fight to that tape study, or was that just you went out there, implemented your game plan, and kind of, I don't want to say walked through the guy because I want to put some respect on his name, but I mean, it was a pretty one-sided. Like, I don't know if you took many shots at all in that fight.
no, I took a few shots to the body and a few leg kicks, which were pretty hard. Like the leg kicks were actually hard, and he was actually pretty overwhelming on the feet. And like he was 5'10", so a little bit shorter than me, and he was changing levels good, hitting straight twos to the body. So that was good. But as far as that, like I knew he was going to be pretty decent on the ground because he is a black belt, but I also knew he was probably going to be better on the feet. Um, so not a whole lot of deep tape study in that one, just because I felt like I knew what I was capable of going in there and doing. Taking him down, I feel like that was a huge advantage for me. But this one's different. Like this guy's fought at the highest level. He's been in the UFC. He's fought everybody, world titles, and bare knuckle. Like so, this is where it really gets down to it. And I plan to go back to Vegas here in August and train for a few weeks. So
It's another one of my questions that'll be on deck. I want to talk to you though about how your style has morphed or changed or evolved over time to where I always before these will go back and tape study and I've seen all your fights, but I wanted to go back and just see because I see the Carrillo fight. I'm like, how do we get to this point? Those like the Zach Flowers fight was the head kick KO. Who was the guy?
mm-hmm.
Richie the I think that was a TKO or a KO, like a right hook as he was
KO,
coming
yeah.
in. Yeah, Richie Flat. What was Richie's last name? I'll look it up.
Arezio.
Arizio, yeah.
Um, that wasn't it, dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That wasn't even a right hook. That was just me closing my eyes and throwing as hard as I could, and it connected, which I'm grateful for. So
Do you think that that is was it one of those deals where you're kind of new, you're kind of falling in love with the striking because it sounds like a lot of guys do that. Was that kind of that was what we're seeing then as to where now the grappling it's very grappling heavy. What do you like attribute
definitely.
that
I
to?
mean, well, going on to like the fight that we were just talking about, that was just me. Like I was coming off a loss, and I was just trying to get in there and win. But honestly, like I'm just way more nervous for my next few amateur fights as I was for my first one, just because I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, man, I don't know. Grappling has been huge. The only reason I started like falling in love with grappling is because I got destroyed in my amateur debut, and I'm just like, well, if I'm gonna take this serious and dedicate my life to this, I gotta be dangerous everywhere. And I mean, after that, like it's so hard to get into, but like once you get good at it, it's so addicting, and that's kind of what happened to me. And I'm kind of a fast learner, more of a fast learner in grappling than I am striking. So
Yeah, brown belt
that's really
jujitsu.
where it's came from. Mm.
Do you think that your conditioning and the improvements you've made with Taylor in that area have changed your style any at all? Because this was like, I told you again, I say this a lot, but I tell anyone that listened or would talk to me about this that like it was very violent. It was a very violent ending to that. The whole time was pretty violent, but a violent ending. Do you think that that gives you
Yeah.
physical advantages over what you used to have?
Oh, dude, tremendously. I feel like I'm a completely different fighter ever since like starting to train with Taylor. Obviously, like physical wise, like I feel like I was in the best shape of my life. My last fight against Carrillo,
Mhm.
and now I know like I got the hang of it now. So now I'm gonna be in even better shape this fight for sure. But not only like physically does he make me better, but mentally he just like hypes me up, and it's just like this dude has been there, done that, and highest level cornering at the highest levels of boxing. Like, so I trust him completely. You know, he builds my confidence a lot, and how could I not trust that? Like, look who he's working. Like, look at the guys he's
Yeah.
working with.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
If there's someone you're going to pour your faith into, I mean, this is the guy to pour it into. Did you have to work on
definitely.
getting to that point of being so violent? Or was that something that you had in you? It just got brought out that last fight? Or it was remarkably violent compared to what I've seen in some of the past fights.
um, Not really, bro. I think it just comes, bro. Like with my experience, like
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that I'm born to do this.
Mhm.
Like this is all I do, bro. Like I've never been like super school smart. Like this is all I have, and I just feel like as I keep getting more comfortable in the cage, it's like these performances are just gonna get even more technical and even more violent, just like automatically.
Yeah.
Um, and that's what I've been working on. Like I used to like be a little timid when it came to throwing punches. Um, like earlier pro days or like in my amateur days, just because I don't know, like I was just so grappling heavy, and I kind of just wanted to submit everybody. But now I'm realizing that like fun jujitsu that I like to do at the gym, like most of those moves aren't supposed to be in an MMA fight and like end up on my back or something. Now I'm just like I feel like my top game is just gonna overpower anybody on the regional scene, and I'm gonna be able to do all this damage, open up cuts. And I knew he would cut easily because bro,
Been in
he's
there
had his
forever.
first fight when I was like 5 years old, bro. So
Yeah.
he's got so much scar tissue on his face. So that's what I was hunting for the whole time.
I was going to ask about the Jake Lindsay fight as well. That potentially being a not necessarily a targeted area, but you kind of would expect that for the same thing with a guy who's been bare knuckle boxing. I haven't seen again. I'll have to watch his fights, but you'd imagine with that bare knuckle boxing comes a lot of scar tissue. So
Exactly.
it
It's
seems as
like
if a
they're
targeted
both
area.
honestly, dude. Jake Lindsay beat Cody Carrillo in like fucking I don't even know. I think it was like 2008 or something. So
Crazy that these guys
they
have been
both
doing it that long.
they both probably got the same amount of scar tissue. I mean, Jake Lindsay's 40 years old as well. So, I mean, I wouldn't doubt if this fight looked just like the last one, if not way worse, way more of a bloody mess.
Bloody.
But we'll see.
Synergy, I just realized this earlier before we started doing this. Synergy has a YouTube page, and whoever it was, I don't know who it was that was filming because you're that fight, like the highlight, at least like the last minute, is on their YouTube channel. And whoever it is has
Mm.
got like you guys, you're dropping elbows, and then they pan down and it's just Carrillo's blood all over the canvas. Zoom right back. It's a crazy shot. If you guys haven't seen it,
Bro,
go watch.
that was the first time I've had honestly close like that much blood. Like I've never even dude, like when I was on top of him and he was cut open already and I was cross facing him, I watched the blood squirt out of his head onto the canvas and I was like, holy shit. And then after the fight, bro, it was all over me, bro. And
Does that do
I was
anything to
kind
you
of grossed out
mentally
by
with
it.
someone else? Okay, I was going to ask someone else's blood. You're a horror movie guy.
Dude,
There's probably a horror movie poster in the background. Oh, that's Weidman. I know
I
there's a
took
horror movie poster in this
I
room
took them all
somewhere.
down. But it's almost Halloween.
Your favorite time of year. I was going to ask though, anything, does that change anything while you're in there? It's just like, oh God, and then right back to it.
The posters.
The blood
Oh.
flying flying out towards you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, not in the moment, but like when I got in the back and his blood was all over my head and my face, and like it was kind of, yeah, it was kind of gross. But good thing that the Lake of the Ozarks venue had a shower down in the corner, so I got to shower immediately after. I
How
didn't have to
was that?
drive 2 hours home with blood, someone
Yeah.
else's blood on me.
Did you like fighting at the lake? You can we can cut this.
I mean, yeah, bro, it was
It
fun.
was
It was
cool.
sick.
It
It was
looked better
different.
than I
It was
thought.
different, but it's like it was dope, bro. Like they had a sick setup. There was so many people, and like the whole background is just like the lake with a bunch of boats driving and shit. And it's like that's what I grew up with, all that kind of shit. So it was just fun. It was just a good vibe. It was different. It was humid. That was the only bad part,
Yeah.
was just the humidity. I feel like everyone was getting tired like so fast. But I mean, it was fun, bro.
I thought it looked really cool. Not that I didn't imagine it looking cool,
Now,
but
if
then like
you,
tuning in, it was neat.
yeah, if you, bro, if you asked me to fight a 5 round title fight outside, I'm not doing it though.
It's not happening. Maybe a one and done sort
Not,
of deal. I'm sure the shrine in
yeah,
September, there's a possibility it might feel like it's outside as well. That place gets hot.
yeah,
I want to talk about your
bro. It's.
well, they'll crack a window.
I think we're kind of delayed. I think we're kind of delayed.
Yeah, it's hitting every once in a while. I get a little bit of pause. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I want to talk about the confidence, what I've seen, because I've been gone now for 6 months. So you and I would hang out pretty regularly. And of course, I see you in the gym. And so I still was talking to you while we were down here, but like watching you, there's a little bit more separation since I've been down here. And watching you,
Hmm.
it seems like more confident and almost like not a cockiness necessarily, but almost like you know, like where you're supposed to be with this. It seems like that's really coming across when I watch in the fights. Does it feel like that to you? Like that your confidence has grown?
Yeah, bro. I mean, like tremendously. Um, and dude, I think a lot of it just comes from experience and also going out to Vegas and training with all those high level guys and faring very well with them, and not just dudes in my weight class, barely dudes in my weight class, but one weight class up that are in the UFC and having success in the UFC. And the way that I'm competing with them, it's just like before, like my early pro days, I was like, I'm good. I think I'm pretty confident that I can make the UFC. But now it's like, dude, I'm gonna be in the UFC. It's just like, when is that gonna happen? Like, is it gonna be the end of this year or the beginning of next year? Because it's gonna be one or the other. But yeah.
I was going to ask that too as another one of these questions is I had heard you talk in another interview about these guys are just like you and I. Like
Hmm.
they just go out there and work. The talent level isn't any different. It's just guys that have gave it their all and you're one of those guys that's giving it your all. So I was going to ask like
Hmm.
is that playing a part in this? It sounds like it is. And the more you see those guys, does it feel like your dream is right there?
Yeah, definitely, bro. Like, it's obviously very cool to be in, a room with like, like any UFC champion, like just to even just like see them. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, they're just like me. Like they just worked super fucking hard because they believed in their dream and they got it. It's like these dudes are, I don't know, like they're just doing the same shit I'm doing, sitting at home, about to watch a movie, doing a podcast, like just normal stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and it's, I don't know, like I get it, like I get how it looks like more like a normal person that doesn't train or something would be starstruck, but like I'm in this and I really believe in my skill and I really think that my skill is super high level. I just have to keep getting in the cage and implementing, my skill, and
Mhm.
then I'll be there eventually for sure.
Yeah, well, I think we're all really excited to see that. And Hopefully, I think we've had some candid conversations about what that could look like, and of course, you have a fight coming up in September. Win that one, and then we'll kind of see
Hmm.
what the opportunity when that presents itself. So, I have some
Yeah.
fan questions. I don't know how long we've been doing this, but I feel like we need to hit some fan questions. When are you going back? For real quick on the Vegas thing again? Will you go back out, you think, and do like a majority of camp there, or are you like a week at a time, or what is that going to look like for your future?
I was thinking like probably 3 weeks,
Mhm.
and I'm going. I haven't bought the ticket yet, but it's gonna be the first week of August at some point. And it's just kind of gonna be like half and half,
Mhm.
like half here, half there. Three and
Extreme
three.
Couture is where
So,
you're training out there for those who maybe don't follow you, or will
um,
you hop around gyms? I guess
for
you're
the
not.
most part, I really only go over there to spar. I really wanted to try out Syndicate. I know they have a lot of good guys my size. I know Extreme Couture does too, but that's really where I've gone every single time I've been there. So I'm just gonna switch it up and just like get different looks, learn a lot from those guys as well as I have from all the other gyms over there. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And you've been to the PI?
Hmm.
How's the PI?
Yeah, bro, it's super cool. It's
Yeah.
super cool. I mean, you just see a bunch of it's dope, bro. They have a cafeteria. The food is so cheap. Um, when I
All
was
the
out there, it was like
recovery,
right after
everything.
my fight, but I was eating like, yeah, they got a hot tub, a dry sauna, a cold plunge right next to the hot tub, so you can just like get up and like fall right into the other one, which is cool. They have like underwater treadmills and stuff too, which is pretty cool. Um, the cafeteria is dope. It's so cheap. It's like I was eating acai bowls and steak quesadillas for under $10 every single day, and one acai
Not bad.
bowl here is like $15.
Yeah. Not bad at all.
Yeah,
To
bro,
be able to have access to
it's
that, do
awesome. It's
all
the
of these?
dream, and
Yeah.
bro, these UFC fighters get free meals every day. So
I was going to ask if one of the perks of getting signed to the UFC, you have access, unlimited access to the PI. Crazy.
unlimited access, free meals. Like they set your meal out, your personalized meal out in the like a little refrigerator and has your name on it. It's Yeah, bro, it's a dream. That's why a lot of fighters once they make the UFC, they move out to Vegas, even if they're from like out of the country or whatnot. So
It makes a lot
can't
of
I
sense
now I
with,
see why.
yeah, with all of that at your disposal out there, and then the ability to maybe take a short notice something and not have to go get acclimated to desert heat or whatever. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, I don't know how much longer we have, so I have to ask some of these questions because I don't want to get cut off on this. So, okay, let's start at the top. This one comes from a fellow who looked pretty good not too long ago in his last fight, Sweet Baby Hayes. And I'm glad you asked this question, Ray. Says, why don't I get siege invites anymore, Daylon?
Because Call of Duty takes up all my storage, bro. Listen, I just deleted Call of Duty and I re-downloaded Siege. So if
So
I
it's
see you
on.
on, you're getting the invite.
Okay. This man still plays Siege. What else are you playing? What's in rotation right now? Call of Duty, Siege.
Um,
What's
nah,
the one we were
I
playing for a
deleted
while
Call of
there?
Duty, bro. It's taking
Call of Duty's gone until what? October.
Apex,
Apex.
Siege, Battlefield.
Okay. There was another one we were playing. I'm,
Not
I'm
bad, bro.
terrible at
Don't
all of
don't
these,
you
but
have Battlefield?
I don't know. I haven't fired the PlayStation up in about 6 months. I'll do that soon though. I got to get the updates so you and I can jump back on. So Ray, don't worry, man. I mean, he's like this.
Yeah, bro.
Sweet Baby Hayes also asks, what changed mentally on how you look at the sport since you started? That's a big question, but if you could condense that, what do you think maybe is the biggest thing that, like the biggest change mentally on how you look at the sport?
Just that is a good question.
Very good.
Like this sport's dangerous, and the biggest thing mentally is just like however hard you work is what's gonna show in the cage, and like that really is a big thing because I don't know, I don't understand how someone can be confident to win, but know they like cut corners or didn't work hard when it comes to like super high level fights. Obviously, talented wrestlers or kickboxers or whatever can find success whenever you're amateur and everyone's still learning. But like I don't know, but you can't cut corners. You gotta want to be the best, and you have to like believe it. Like I believe I'm the best around the Midwest for sure. I mean, I'm number one on Tapology at middleweight. I should be number one at welterweight. Um, but yeah, I mean, you have to be delusional, and you have to just want it and realize that you're just going against other dudes like you. So there's no reason you should you know overthink all this stuff in your head because it's really just how it comes down to how hard you work and how bad you want it. So
Yeah. And then it could be a reality. It sounds like, if you're willing to put in the work and the time and all that, it is
that's
within
all it
reach.
takes, bro.
Yep. Taryn
I mean,
Hammond.
like,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
let me say this real quick.
Say it.
So you gotta, and no offense to these people, but like there's like people out here in the UFC like that hasn't had anything handed to them, and if these dudes can come and be UFC champions from just like dirt, then the people that have all this access to all this stuff nowadays and start at 18, 19, 20, like why couldn't someone like that can just do it? If someone like that in Brazil or wherever can do that, then yeah, there's really no excuse, bro. It's just hard work.
It is the ultimate level playing field, I feel like, as to where some of these sports, if you see now, which I don't really have a ton of insight, but what I understand is like we're starting like youth football to where it's like certain select, like you can get in with a select group. It was kind of this way with like AAU basketball when I was a kid. Of course I was terrible at basketball, but like you have to start very early in order to have a shot
Mm.
at, they have all these youth camps that you can go to, yada yada. But MMA is like it's not that. And you can start
Mm-mm.
earlier and obviously that helps, but like you said, a guy can just get in um and put the time in and have just as good a shot as someone who came from like a really wealthy background.
Right. Exactly, bro. That's it.
It's probably why there's so much appeal, especially from like I think like not necessarily a middle class, but like so many people like it. And I think that's part of the appeal, definitely. Let's go to Taryn Hammond's question. When will this is actually a great question. When will we see the return of the man bun? We all
Never.
want it.
No.
Come on.
Bro, I like, huh?
Come on.
I
Bring
don't
it back.
like buzzing my head, bro. It makes me like it used to be the bleach, but now it's just like the buzz.
Yeah.
Now it's just like the buzz, kind of like Alex Pereira. Also, I don't have time to grow my hair out, bro, because I'm already like super
Time.
picky about getting my hair cut twice a week, and I can't go through the awkward stages, bro.
For those of you
So
who don't
never.
know, I'll upload a photo. I'll dig and find a photo of Daylon when he first started at the gym. How would you describe that haircut? I guess it was a man bun, right?
It was just an afro, and I had to,
With the like
tie it back
headband.
because it kept getting in my hair and pulled and all that shit. And I was tired of that shit anyway. That was kind of like that was kind of like my era before this era. You know what I mean? Like
Raw.
I was trying to be like a gay little pretty boy, look good. But now it's just like, bro, I'm just ready to. I just want to dominate the sport.
Okay.
That's it.
Shave the head. I get it. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, give the people what they want is all I'm telling you. You've got the tools, you got the mindset. Now you need the look for the UFC. And they don't want a guy with twice a week haircuts. They want the guy with the slick back fro.
Nah, bro.
Let's move on. Well, okay, here comes another good one from Matty Ice. Matty underscore Ice 4177. Why does Matty Ice outbox you in the pocket? Good question.
I mean, I don't have too much for this, you know. Obviously, he's lying, um,
He's
but
lying.
you know, he is good though. He's very good, and but he's not outboxing me in the pocket. He's not he's not outboxing me at range. He ain't out
What is he
wrestling
doing?
me. So he is
He's gonna have to
carrying my
wait.
jock. No,
Maybe, maybe one day, but today ain't that day, Matty Ice. This question here, what motivates you and who inspires you the most? Bam Gurlucky. Am I saying that correctly?
I don't even know what you're trying to say.
I'm just trying to say the name. Bama Gurlucky 77 says, what motivates you and who inspires you the most? Is it me?
Um, what motivates me? It used to be, and then I got a girlfriend. I'm just kidding. Nah, but man, I mean, it's a generic answer, but it's just, you know, it's family, bro.
Yeah.
Just being able to, but also it just like being able to do what I love and getting paid enough money to provide for my family for the rest of their life. And not just my significant other and our future family, but like my family,
Yeah.
my mom, my grandparents, her family. Like, no one in my family has ever like reached any accolade level of like athletics or sports or anything like that. And I mean, I'm gonna be the first one to do it for sure, and I'm excited to be able to make 30K per fight, and I'm gonna be fighting 3 or 4 times a year, which is over $100,000 a year for doing something that I love to do,
Yeah.
and that's really what inspires me.
It's pretty life changing, you know? And to know again
Hmm.
that that's within reach is pretty awesome. I got two quick ones. We have 4 minutes
Definitely.
left in this. By the way, thank you all for watching. Maybe this one. We'll see.
Yeah.
So Backtaker SFC, how can you eat a big bag of craisins in less than a week? What even is a craisin? A cranberry raisin?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I was dog sitting and ate dogs, and bro, you know me, I like to
Smash the
eat, and
craisins.
all I
I
see
know
is
you.
chicken breast, egg whites, uh, you know, spinach, rice. And dude, I need something sweet, and those cranberries were the only thing that was sweet. And honestly, it didn't take me a full week to eat them. It was like 2 days.
RIP the craisins. Did you get rid of like did you hide the evidence? Like what craisins are is this guy even talking about? Or you just left the bag in the top of the trash?
No, I threw them away, and he was looking for them. I guess he was like looking for them, couldn't find them, but they were in the trash all the time.
Yeah.
Also, my girlfriend had gotten like fast food or whatever, and she threw her trash in his garbage bin. He thought it was me, and he like texted me immediately and shit. But no, I don't do the fast food when I'm in fight camp, so you ain't gotta worry about that.
I know he'd be looking for you like explain this. He's got the bag holding up the bag. Okay, one more
Yeah,
last one
bro.
from Backtaker SFC. Aren't you glad you embraced grappling? For real, beyond proud of this young man. The grappling.
Bro, I love grappling. I'm so glad that I could stick with it and start taking it serious after losing. Like I really had no grappling my first fight, and like once I got beat by grappling, it would have been super easy for me to just like quit because it's like this is dumb. Like I just want to throw hands or
Yeah.
something. But it's like, dude, grappling is just so much more. I don't know, bro. Like I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I just love grappling for sure. It's changed my life, honestly. It's obviously I use a lot of grappling for my fights as a pro, and I continue to do that. I've only been training for like 5 years, and you know, I got my brown belt like a year ago, and that just shows like how fast I can learn with this grappling. And I just, there's not a lot of MMA fighters that can grapple like me
Yeah.
because I have like the jujitsu style grappling, and most MMA fighters are like white belts or blue belts. So I feel like I always have a significant advantage, even if it's against like super high level
A
wrestlers or
black
even
belt
other
guy.
jiu-jitsu guys. Like I feel super confident with
Yep.
anybody on the ground.
Or a guy like Cody in the last fight. So we have under a minute remaining. Any shout outs you want to make before this thing cuts us off?
Yeah, 1 second, 1 minute.
Under a minute.
Okay, first off, shout out my guy Jason Garrison. He sponsors me the most out of anybody, and he really believes in my journey, and I'm super grateful for him. Also, First
Let's
Form,
go.
Iridium Sports Agency, my management, Jason House, the best manager. Muscle Shark,
Muscle
bro.
Shark.
I have an appointment tomorrow. I can't wait because I'm so tired